Able to place 3 persons in custody. We still have conflicting reports about whether there were any shots fired or not. So our investigators are working through that, interviewing witnesses. As far as we know, there were no victims whatsoever. There are none in the store, and we've had assistance from THP with the helicopter and other officers searching the surrounding area just to be sure that a victim didn't possibly run out from the store after being injured. So right now we don't believe there's any victims whatsoever. Still very active investigation. We have a lot of witnesses to interview, and we're just moving forward with that right now.
And the 3 people that are detained, do you have any reasoning to believe that they knew each other or did not know each other?
I don't have any information about that right now. Another thing I was asked earlier was what part of the store they may have been in. I don't have that information yet either.
I think one of the things that you reiterated earlier is that for this community, there is no threat to this community.
Absolutely not. We feel that these 3 persons we have in custody, that there's no one else at large.
And there's a lot of establishments and restaurants nearby. We're seeing a lot of people ran out of the store into those places. Those places went on lockdown. Is that something that was a smart move for them to do, even though they didn't know what the situation was going on?
Absolutely. And most of most stores anywhere now, I think, and I feel especially here, we work with stores all the time to go over procedures just such as this. So those stores that did that absolutely did the right thing.
Were all 3 people who were detained caught inside the store, or were any of them?
I don't know that.
And as for the people detained, were there any weapons that were on themselves?
We know there was at least 1 of the 3 people who had a weapon. And I don't have information on the other 2 yet.
A gun?
A gun, yes, yes. I don't know. I won't say if it was a handgun or a rifle at this point, but he had a gun.
Has there been any indication of what led up to this in terms of an argument or altercation or anything before the call came?
I haven't been briefed on that yet, so I don't know.
What about in terms of traffic and just any message that we can get across to viewers? Is there any area that they should still avoid traffic-wise?
I think things are starting to move pretty well now. Again, so fortunate that nobody was injured. If it had been an injury situation, I'm sure that this parkway right now would still be closed down. But since there wasn't, we were able to get people out of the building quickly, and people are starting to go back in now. So we're very fortunate about that.
That is a good point that you bring up. Of course, we have seen so many people calling or posting on social media really concerned. The fact that right now you are telling us that there are no victims that you, to the best of your knowledge, know about. How does it feel to be able to pass along that information?
Couldn't have better Christmas news than that.
And today is probably one of the busiest shopping days we've had in a while. A lot of people out for their last-minute gifts. Have you heard from any people in the store just what it was like? I know it was probably just with all that happening, just being scared of being in that situation, what it was like for people inside.
I couldn't hear the first part. I'm sorry.
So many people were inside the store since it's one of the busiest shopping days. Have you heard from people inside? I know there's a lot of people and witnesses that you'll be investigating.
I haven't been able to talk to anybody.
What does the rest of the evening look like now in terms of the investigation progressing and moving forward? Just continuing with those witness interviews?
Sure, and there's going to be quite a few of those. I know they have multiple witnesses to interview, and of course the 3 people in custody. We'll attempt to interview them. I'm sure they already have. I'm not sure, where that stands right now. But then there'll be even within the store itself, wherever these people were, there's got to be an investigation of that area as well, or multiple areas.
Is the Walmart open?
I know that they've been letting employees back in. I don't know the status of the store as far as customers yet.
Just to be sure, no one has been charged with anything at this point. Is that correct?
As of 10 minutes ago, we had not charged anybody.
When you say that they are detained, do you mean that they have been taken into custody and are being questioned at the moment?
They're in custody.
In custody. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Cool. Okay. I'm sure I'll have a release out at some point here this evening, and hopefully there'll be some new stuff too.
Grab that from you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.